I work for a part of Gordon Food Service. I do a little bit of sales, a little bit of marketing, a little bit of customer service. I mean, I do a lot of things, and I cover a big area. I cover Texas right now and Maryland, as well as some here in the Midwest. So I've got a huge region that I'm responsible for. You know, I spend all my time during the day working with customers, solving their problems, encouraging them, working, showing them things. I think, why am I not doing this spiritually with a group of men? Why am I not taking the same skills there and using it in Fight Club? And so I thought, I'm going to be a squad leader, and I'm going to invest in these men, and I'm going to watch this grow and go that direction. When you're a leader and not just involved in the chapter, there's a huge difference, because now I take a personal responsibility in my men. So for me, it's totally different this time than before, because I'm so much more focused on, I got to get these guys joined together. I got to get these guys through it, and I don't want any guys not making it. There are guys sitting on the sideline, and I've heard this, that say, oh, Fight Club, that's just a bunch of guys that get together and do this and think they're more special than anybody else. Or, man, those Fight Club guys brag about how many chapters they've been in. Or, I'm not going to give that up, because that has nothing to do with my Christianity, and I don't need to meet at midnight, and I don't have a family, so what do I care? Those are all beautiful observations. But until you're in it, you have no idea how it's going to apply to you. And so you can stand on the sidelines all you want, and you can say, well, that's not for me, but you honestly don't know till you get in it. The great thing about Fight Club is you can get out anytime you want. You can ring the bell and you're out. You got 3 strikes, you can blow 3 strikes pretty fast. I mean, there's no trick to blowing 3 strikes. You can do it in 1 hour and you're out. And you can walk away and say, I'm never doing it again. But I think the reality is there's something built in us. And the reason we stand on the outside is fear of failure. We look at something somebody else is doing, and we judge it in a negative light, because we think, I can't do that, so I'm going to degrade this person to make me feel a little bit better. But once you get into Fight Club, you start to realize, I can do this. And guess what? It is making me better. And I am starting to see these guys a little different, and they are opening up and sharing some unbelievable personal stories. And we are a lot alike, and we are struggling with a lot of issues that are the same. And I do like this, and I like to be, so all these things start to surface, and now you step away with the judgmental stuff, and now you're more into the accepting. So my advice to you is, quit standing there on the side and at least get 1 chapter under your belt, get in and do it, and see if you're not the better person at the end. If you're not the better person at the end, never do it again. I mean, it's as simple as that. Walk away and don't do it again. Chances are you're going to be a better person. You're going to look at it and you're going to say, you know what, I may do another chapter. I mean, it's hard work. After every one, I go, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again. And then, chapter 2 passes, and I think, I need to do that again. And that was the leadership role. I need to do that now too. So I did.
I was really praying about whether I should do Fight Club Chapter 11. Really strongly praying. And it got down to 2 days before the midnight meeting. And I said to God in prayer, can you just give me a clear sign so I know what your will is? Should I do this chapter or not? Well, about 2 hours later, Pastor Jim sends me a text on my phone. Now, he hasn't sent me a text for over a year. He's out of the blue, he sends me a text and says, will you be willing to be a Fight Club leader for this chapter? And I saw that as a clear sign from God. Okay, I need to do this chapter. So I accepted, and we began the chapter, and we get divided up into squads. Lo and behold, I get a squad filled with 6 guys from Valparaiso. Now, they've done a couple chapters of Fight Club. They have a Fight Club chapter going over in Valparaiso, and I happen to get those guys in my squad, which most people would think, well, that's so what, you got 6 guys from Valparaiso. Well, unbeknownst to anybody, my wife and I had decided that we were going to move. My wife works out of Chicago. So as a compromise, we decided we were going to move to LaPorte, Indiana. And I get these 6 guys from Valparaiso in my squad who have been through Fight Club and are going to do another chapter over there. And these are dynamic guys. And I just said, this is the Holy Spirit. I mean, to randomly put me with 6 guys from Valparaiso, and only God and my wife and I knew that we were moving to the Northwest Indiana area. So he just provided for us. And now I have guys in that area I can connect with and continue my Christian walk in a powerful way, and help them build up their Fight Club chapters over there. So, the Lord really blesses in ways more powerful, more fantastic than we realize, if we just allow ourselves to do His will, to be in His will.
Before 2012, I was an alcoholic. I drank every single day. I smoked over a pack of cigarettes every day. Didn't care really about my health. Didn't really have a mission in life. I didn't really know what to do. I started, falling into having a bunch of health issues. I got put on high blood pressure medicine. At my most high, I was 295 pounds. I had a point in my life where I kept having really bad health problems, my heart would beat really fast. So what I did was I said I need to stop drinking, and that's what I did. June 2nd of 2012 was actually the last day I ever had a drink. A year after that is when I quit smoking. Those small choices that I made with the help of God was what helped me start the path where I am now. I would never, back then, if you told me, where you could actually be, if you actually believed that you could do it, you would never do that, If you're on the fence about joining a Fight Club, just do it. You don't have to be any certain body shape, any physical level at all. Basically, it's yourself becoming better and closer to Jesus. So if right now you're kind of thinking that you could do this, but you don't think that you can, that's the devil not letting you believe in yourself. If I could tell myself back 4 years ago, man, what are you doing with your life? Almost shake yourself, get up and start, living your life. Actually, that's really what it did by, Jesus cutting those chains and breaking those chains of alcoholism and being addicted to tobacco. I do stuff now that I would never imagine doing, running 12, 15, 20 miles a week, doing obstacle course races. Everything that we do now, it's physical stuff. We go on bike rides as family, as a big family. We go rollerblading or roller skating. All that stuff. 4 years ago, Jason would never do that. I would just never do it. Because for one, I couldn't do it like I wanted to, and I kind of felt ashamed almost. The nice part about it is that I came from a background that a lot of people can relate to. A lot of people would kind of look at me in the past and think that, you never amount to nothing. You're not ever going to be nothing. You're not really going to be worth anything. And now to actually go out and talk to other guys and bring other guys along, it's awesome, man. To see guys' lives change is really cool. That's one of the best parts about being a leader.